Hi everyone, Palmen Motorradsport here with Štepán Zuda.
Hello everyone. Hello.
And race one of IDM Supersport finished recently in Sachsenring, and it finished pretty well for you.
Yeah, it's my first win in the IDM in Supersport category as well, and my first win since 2019. So it feels amazing to be back on top.
But did you expect that?
Probably not. I knew that we have a really good race pace because I did 19 laps in the qualifying, and I saw that I reached the qualifying lap time consistently, like for almost 10-11 laps. So I was confident we can make good race, but you never want to put expectation and too much pressure on you to win or something. So I didn't expect that, but I was praying for it, surely.
But for you, it's not your first season in IDM, right?
Yeah,
in IDM Supersport.
Yeah, it's my second season, but the first season I didn't finish properly. I finished just 3 races because I had my surgery with my arm pump. So that's why we had to finish the season early, like after the most. We were thinking about stopping after Rosh Hashanah, but because of my home race, I just wanted to go and see my family and everyone watching my race. And afterwards, we saved money for another season and for the preparation to make myself as best prepared as possible.
Yeah, to recover from the surgery and also to be fully ready for 2024.
Yep.
And seeing how it started.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect that the hard work paid off. I'm feeling pretty comfortable on the bike. The team has done big efforts to make our setups done. Because it's our first time here, we didn't have any data, so that was kind of difficult for us to find anything. The first practice was completely away from the good setup, but as we made the changes straight in the second practice, we felt really good on the bikes, and from that moment we just changed few things, few clicks on the suspensions, and one time we changed the gearing, but that was pretty much it.
And this after some difficult years, we're going to talk about it later, but let's get there, starting from how your racing career as a whole started. Can you tell a bit more about your first steps in the sport?
Yeah. It was like my father was doing some hobby riding, like bike promotion and stuff like this. And every time he went to Most or Brno or something like this, I went with him, and I really enjoyed to watch the motorcycles. And one time I accidentally, I don't know, I was 1.5, maybe 2 years old, I pressed the wrong button on the TV remote control, and it jumped to MotoGP. So I was just, sitting baby in front of the TV and watching MotoGP. And I think there everything started because from that moment I wanted to watch every race and had my passion from that moment. And at 2.5 years old, I had my first bike for my Christmas, and on the spring I did my first ride. So before turning to 3 years old, I did my first ride, and there it started.
So you started you were pretty much a baby kind of.
Yeah, and that everyone jokes now that I was able to learn riding motorcycle faster than started walking, So that's the joke that everyone's making on me.
And then how were the first seasons for you as a motorcycle rider?
At 4 years old, I had my first races in not a hobby cup, but was under the national championship in Czech Republic. It was really prestigious championship. Even many good riders came from there, from the Czech Republic. So that were my first steps. And at 2012, I had my first season in the Czech championship, which finished pretty well. We were able to finish straight second in the championship in my first year in the Czech championship, which was pretty good. And from there we saw that there is some potential to become something more, that we can reach some better championships and try to reach our goal to go back to go to the World Championship and stuff like this.
And then you also went to Spain.
Yeah,
right?
I had few seasons, not few, but only 2 seasons in the Spanish Championship. My first one was in 2016 on 140s engines on the motorbikes, driving with riders like Pedro Acosta and these kind of riders. So it was a pretty good championship, pretty prestige. And in 2019 we moved from small bikes to the big bikes on big wheels. So we moved to Primoto 4. And there my journey on 250 bikes started. Was pretty good season. I had really good preparation for the season and was able to make 2 track records in the category with 1 race win and top 4 finish in the overall. It was a bit unlucky. We had 3 or 4 retirements because of technical issues. And unfortunately it cost us the top 3 position by 7 points. And the prestige of the championship was that riders who finished top 3 in the championship will have a free season in European Talent Cup next year. So that's why we went to the championship. But unfortunately 6 points divided us from riding for free in the ETC.
And then, which direction did you follow for your career?
It was pretty difficult with COVID situations and all these kind of stuffs.
Yeah.
And we didn't have too much of money, or even our sponsors weren't able to say if they can give us the money, because it was a situation as it was, and never no one was sure what's gonna happen. So that's why we chose to go to the Northern Talent Cup, because it was pretty cheap. And it was new idea to get to the Rookies Cup, because I had my selection in 2019, which unfortunately didn't work out for many other reasons than the driving skills. And yeah, it was unfortunate, and I wanted to try my chance again to get to the Rookies Cup. But in that moment we missed a lot of luck. We didn't have money to prepare ourselves on the racing, and we did it just with my dad, and that was pretty much it. So otherwise all the teams were professionals. There were teams like Bristol, Liqui and all these kind of teams from World Championship. So it was hard to compete against them, but still we managed to make some podium finishes even in the season. And yeah, there was unlucky in the second season. We had our engine blown up 5 times, so it cost us so much time and so much points and everything. So unfortunately I didn't get my chance to even go to the Rookies Cup selection, because it was again cancelled by the COVID situation. So we just say, okay, whatever, we move on and try something different. And in next year we didn't have money to go something like European Talent Cup or Junior GP like Moto3, Junior World Championship. So we said, okay, well, let's try something different. And we went to Italy for Supermoto S4 category, which is just asphalt category without off-road. So many riders from the Moto3 and Junior World Championship come there to have a training. So it was really prestige and good, but I had many health problems with my arms and everything. So we said just, okay, we will do 1 race and we will see what's gonna happen. And in that moment, everything turned out that we're gonna step up to Supersport class. We bought a really old Triumph 675. It was crashed, and we just rebuilt it a little bit and tried to learn on the 600 bikes. And yeah, there I got my feeling back again that it's what it suits me, because on the Moto3 I was kind of tall and heavy, and I saw it like I had to use a lot of slipstream, which I didn't like. I like to do my laps alone, only maybe like with 1 rider ahead of me so I can follow someone. But I didn't like this kind of group qualifyings where you are 20 people in 1 group and making a qualifying. Yeah. And without it you are not possible to make some good lap times. So Supersport is really good that you can make lap times alone. and yeah, there we seen potential, and here we are.
You mentioned the fact that you don't like to be like in groups to use the slipstream. You rather prefer to do your laps alone on your own, and this wouldn't suit a category like Supersport 300 instead.
Yeah.
And you were in Supersport 300. I think you raced once in the World Championship.
Yeah, I had a wild card in World Championship in Supersport 300 just to try the bike because there was injury of the rider in the Czech team of Jakub Smrš, so we tried one wild card and it was actually not bad. We finished something like P13 or something like that. It was good, but I didn't like that bike, neither the category. It was pretty crazy when 6 guys ahead of me crashed in one corner because one guy just sent it and thought it's gonna work out. So I didn't like it. I don't like it till this moment. I like Junior World Championship and all these kind of categories because the riders are there, which they are professionals, really good riders, and in a Supersport 300 it's just about the lucky how you get the slipstream, and most of the guys from my point of view just wish and pray it's gonna work out, so I don't like this.
Yeah. So let's say the category didn't really suit you and your idea of motorcycle racing. And it's good that you made the move then to Supersport.
Yeah.
What's your goal for the future?
From the childhood we have a dream to become a World Championship rider, but I'm still only 18 years old. I still have quite a lot of time ahead of me, and it's still good to see that in this age we are able to be in the first in the Supersport category, which now in IDM is on really high level. We are doing lap times 8/10 slower than Pedro Acosta in qualifying here in Moto2. So if you compare like this, you can say that you are on a really good level. And I think even in the World Championship, when I saw many riders had the wild cards like Van Smeets and all these kind of guys, and Melvin and these riders, so they made really good job. They had good results, and now one managed to have a top 10 finish in Assen. So I think for IDM it is really good that we show our level. And for the future, I would like to move to the World Championship surely. But I don't want to be there just as one rider more, like just a member or just a participator of World Championship. But I want to make a good results there, and yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to make the step to World Championship and to score the results that you're aiming for. And this after restarting this year and being in the front again after so many difficult seasons that you had in Obentalen Cup and also last year in Supersport. This victory you had today in Sachsenring was like a rebirth, and hopefully it's a fresh start for you, a new chapter of the Štepán Zuda as motorcycle rider. And in conclusion, who you want to say thank you to? Yeah, for all the experiences that you had in the last years and you will have in the future, especially those who stick by your side during the difficult times you had.
Yeah, mostly my family, my dad, because we had difficult times and we never stopped believing and still pushed forward. So surely my family. Now I would like to thank to AF Racing because they gave me the opportunity to ride on Ducati and show myself a bit more. And I feel really good here, like a family, and I feel here like at home. So yeah, surely them. And also to my sponsors, because they still believed in me and put it like their money to my preparation, and it's also dedicated this one to them because the work paid off, and they can see that the preparation was good, and we are able to matching these results. So yeah. Many friends from school, from the childhood, and everyone who supports me. My girlfriend, which kept me in my difficult times from the last season, where I almost stopped believing in myself like a little bit because I was really disappointed and frustrated to see that things aren't working out. My health is not okay. So during these difficult times, he was there. So also to him.
Yeah, and I say thanks to you instead, Štepán, for being available for this interview.
Thank you
and
very
I
much.
wish you really all the best for this season and also for the following seasons of your racing career. Děkuji moc.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the great interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And ciao. Ciao to you again,
Bye-bye.
and ciao everyone.
Bye bye.